phone.
host and ensure the stream is. There we go. We we are live.
All right,
We're live.
all right.
We're live. Whoa, that music is really quiet. Let me turn that up a little.
Oh, I like the little picture you got there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's going to be our background for the first couple of episodes until either a I can
Okay.
Photoshop a better one in which my Photoshop skills are literally garbage. Uh,
Oh, don't worry. I don't know how to Photoshop.
Photoshop? What's that? I use GIMP. I still say Photoshop
Uh,
because that's the proper term. That's the
I
proper
see. Yeah.
terminology because GIMP is used for something else. I'm going to have to look up that definition. But yeah, we are live.
Yeah, I see it. Podcast episode starting soon.
And it should switch to.
Goddamn Priuses. Sorry, I see a Toyota Prius and you're disgusting to humanity.
Well then.
So it just every time I'm outside in the world and I see a Toyota Prius, I have nothing to say to it. I just walk away, or I just bust the car. So I hate Priuses so much.
Yeah. Holy crow, look at that bit rate. 617.53 kbps. That's some fast bit rate. But then again, I'm connected to Ethernet instead of
Ethernet? Interesting.
instead of
Oh,
wireless
oh,
connection.
oh, oh! I hit the guardrail again and I lost my back bumper and my spoiler.
Too bad that's not like Beam where you could just simply hit a few keys and reset the car.
I mean, we do have rewind. We have that,
Oh
but
yeah.
I just don't use it as much. So I just don't really care about the
Same.
car.
See? One of the things I do in the Forza Horizon 2 demo, because I can't afford the actual game, is I just drive around randomly and haphazardly. So I
And
have a
and
tendency of crashing into things even if I'm trying to be careful.
it's like you could be like going 5 miles an hour and you still end up into a car accident somehow. Like
Imagine.
how did this happen? I was going 5 miles an hour.
Yeah, I was being the safest possible. How did I total my car?
Dude, the thing is, for me, I use GTA 5 and 4 as I used to use GTA 5 as a drifting game before I got this game. So now I have a reason to say I own a drifting game now,
Yes, indeed.
because that's all Forza Horizon really is just a drifting game.
I mean, what else are you gonna do in there? Create custom liveries?
Dude, and the third one at school, you don't have any idea what I've done to my teacher's cars and the ones I bought. You have no
Oh
idea.
no. What
Some of
did
them are
you do?
some of them are anime, others are like GTA 5, others are just like hentai or something.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh
and it's at
man.
school as well, so yeah. It's so funny too. Ah.
Oh man.
Dude, I want to do that to my car in real life, is just have anime.
Yeah. Oh boy. Well, I guess that's one thing I should have set up. Is a DJ will be right back. Yeah. DJ is gonna be back. I should have. I should have set that up before the stream. Boy. When you don't think ahead. When you don't think ahead.
My parents won't stop bothering me. I have to stay downstairs and eat.
That, that's okay.
Don't worry, I'll be back in the next couple of minutes or so. So I will still be here listening to you. I have my other phone to watch the stream, so we're good.
All right. All right. And you know, well, DJ's not here. I guess I'll talk some Doom since I do have Doom, as you might have seen, like the original Doom 2, to be more specific, from 93 ish, around that time. Early to mid 90s is when the original Doom popped up. The original Doom, 1993. Doom 2, a little later, but it's still early mid 90s. Great classic game. And and it's the parent of the first-person shooter genre. Even though it fakes 3D pretty hard, yes, the original Doom, Doom 2, aren't 3D, but they fake 3D pretty hard. Doom 64 is when Doom first officially became 3D, so Doom 64 has credit for that. Doom 3, in which I actually have. Actually, I should specify it's Doom 3 BFG edition for Xbox. It's got Doom 3 and then the expansion packs, I guess, as they were called, back during the time of Doom 3. Um, so you've got basic Doom 3. You've got uh, yeah, you've got your normal Doom 3 campaign and then two other campaigns, which is fun. And then you get playable versions of the original Doom from 1993 and Doom 2, which is fun. The only downside to the original Doom is that you don't get sigil on Xbox, so I mean that's the only downside to the original. The Everything else is actually fine. The MIDI is in sync. It plays like Doom should play. It feels like Doom. And then Doom 2, I feel like the MIDI is just a little slow in Doom 2. Um, but you do get a special episode from Doom 2 if you get Doom 3 BFG edition for Xbox. So there's that. There's that. Oh yeah, and the multiplayer is pretty okay. I mean, original Doom wasn't supposed to have multiplayer, but the multiplayer add-on is okay, I guess. All I did was simply hook up a second controller to my Xbox and decided to test out multiplayer. But anyway, I guess I should go back to Doom 3. The graphics are original Half-Life. I really weird comparison, but when you compare them to, say, Doom Eternal or Doom 2016, the graphics for Doom 3 are pretty reminiscent of, say, the original Half-Life, which is indeed a great game. I've played it a little bit back when Valve put it up on Steam for free in preparation for Half-Life Ajax, I think it was called. Um, so so I never really got that far into Half-Life though. So But yeah, it's a pretty great game, critically acclaimed. Still waiting for Half-Life 3, even though it's technically not going to be a thing. It's a meme though. Uh, I do wish Half-Life 3 was a real thing. That would be fun. Cause like I'm, and again, I haven't. I've only played the Orange Box demo version of Half-Life 2. I think it was episode Half-Life 2 episode 2 that came in the Orange Box demo for Xbox, and so I'm not really sure why people are asking for Half-Life 3. So there's that. So I actually technically shouldn't really have a stand on uh, whether or not Half-Life 3 should or shouldn't be a thing, since I'm not sure why exactly people are asking for Half-Life 3. Now, um, not sure how talking about Doom transitioned into talking about Half-Life. That is kind of weird, but I guess I should mention the texture file system that both Half-Life and Doom use. It's a WAD, or a WAD system, as it's pronounced. And, well, WADs are actually pretty fun to make. You can make them yourself. Doom Builder does that, and Slade is part of the Doom Builder package, but I just use Slade as a standalone. Um, I don't see any reason to install Doom Builder if Slade does everything Doom Builder can do. So using Slade is pretty okay. Like, I don't really recommend Slade as a standalone, because Doom Builder probably has some features that Slade doesn't. Um, but Doom Builder is highly recommended by a lot of people, myself included. But if you see any of my Doom mods, just assume, well, if I finish the one that I'm working on that I showed you guys, the Kyoko, the Doomslayer one, that's a work in progress. If I finish that and put it up on the internet somewhere, just know it was made completely in Slade. Now, the fun one of the fun things about Slade, though, is that it can identify what type of a wad you're feeding it if you're just wanting to open wads and look at what's inside. For example, I actually opened the Half-Life texture wad entitled Half-Life.wad inside of Slade, and it's recognized everything within that wad as Half-Life textures. It it actually said Half-Life texture as the file type, which was pretty interesting to discover. Um, and textures are pretty important to a game. So, I mean, textures are the look of a game, which is the feel of a game. You know, like, so I'm not sure how I went from talking about Doom to talking about Half-Life to talking about the texture file systems that both Doom and Half-Life use, uh, to talking about textures in general. But you know, that's what this podcast is for, talking about games. It's a nice podcast. Talking about games. Um, whew, the bit rate though. We I am getting some pretty amazing bit rate because I am plugged into a wired internet connection or an Ethernet connection for those who understand that much instead of a wireless or Wi-Fi connection. And I guess I should explain this. the the actual textbook definition of the word internet is so broad that data falls under it. I mean, Wi-Fi, Ethernet, you know, that's what we typically think of as internet. We don't think of uh, phone data as internet, but the definition of internet is so broad that phone data counts like cellular data counts as internet. And of course, I'm going by the textbook definition of internet here, which is a network of connected devices via uh, means of network communication or something like that. I'm can't remember the full definition, but it is that broad. Doom 64 or Doom from the Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
DJ's back. DJ is back.
Also, I put in Half-Life 2079.
Oh yeah, Half Life 2079. Um,
Imagine that actually happening.
yeah. Imagine 2079 being Gabe's planned release for Half-Life 3. Like he's sitting on top of Half-Life 3 right now, and he's like, I have scheduled it to release in this year. So you guys asking for Half-Life 3 aren't gonna get it, but the people in 2079 who won't know of it will. Like, imagine that happening.
Yeah. It's like he built a time machine or something, and it goes into the future.
Yeah.
So, what kind of games do you want me to review?
I don't know. I mean, there's a bunch. I guess we should start off with an excellent arcade classic, Galaga.
Speaking of Galaga, over on Instagram, I have a Galaga 1-Up machine. I haven't touched it in such a long time. I need to touch it again.
Ooh, I
But
can.
yeah, Galaga's really fun. I'd actually recommend that.
Yeah, I can already feel my OCD kicking in because I can imagine just how much dust is covering the machine.
Yeah, it hasn't been touched. I mean, I use it. I mean, the dust is not really on there on the panel where the buttons and stuff are because I use it as a table at this point.
Oh, thank goodness. A small, minor amount of dust.
But I do have fluids like water bottles on top of the machine.
Ugh. I well, I mean,
But it
back
should be
back in
fine,
the
right?
80s, 90s, that was a thing that people did in arcades. Is just put their soda pop
Dude,
on
if you
top
even
of
went
the
to like
cabinets and just
yeah, if you
played.
went to somebody's house, like you would see their NES just with water bottles like on top of it, or like a bottle of booze like sitting on the NES.
The NES is not a table. It is an entertainment system. It's in the name. Nintendo Entertainment System, not
But oh,
Nintendo Table System.
I do have this what is it? It's this weird tabletop mini Pac-Man. It's a really good game, but the tabletop version is basically in the name tabletop, so you can put your stuff on the table.
Uh,
I went to this this one place called Little Anthony's in Arizona. I forget what part, but it's there. They had Centipede, 1980 Centipede arcade machine, and some random tabletop arcade machine, which did not work.
Okay. Oh no, time to go to the internet and figure out what an MDF and MDS file format is. Oh no. I'm trying to get a Frogger ISO, but oh no, it's in a
Oh,
non-ISO format. It's not in an ISO format, so.
there's it was speaking of Doom. There's what is it? In the 90s, there was this what is it? Uh, Chex PC game like
Oh
Doom.
yeah. Chex Quest.
Yeah,
They
Chex Quest. Yeah,
they actually brought it back with online
yeah. There.
multiplayer and HD graphics, and it's free on Steam. Not to advertise or anything, but it's free on Steam. So
Yeah,
yeah, I was surprised that they brought it back. In fact,
yeah. Like there was. Yeah.
I even questioned it, like, why would you bring this back? But I did get the Doom wad, so.
Yeah, there was. I saw on the AVGN episode there was what he did. He did like a Doom mod or something to it,
Oh
so he gets
Brutal
actual
Doom, Brutal
guns.
Doom.
Yeah,
I love Brutal
I like
Doom.
that mod.
Brutal Doom
Yeah.
is one of the best mods, and someone actually made a metal Doom wad to go to complement the Brutal Doom mod,
Yeah.
and so I recommend using both Metal Doom, the Metal Doom soundtrack replacement mod, and Sergeant Mark's Brutal Doom
Oh, do you
together
want
because it looks, sounds, and feels amazing.
Moxie? Do you want to know what I want to what to happen? Is for the Nintendo Switch. What is it? Animal Crossing and Doom Eternal soundtrack to be swapped.
Oh, that would be so fun! Just waltzing around your island and listening to Mick
And it's just heavy
Gordon in the
metal.
background. Yeah, it's just it,
Yeah,
you
it's a fun
just
day. Just heavy metal playing in the background.
KK Slider's up there singing track
Heavy
number
metal.
28 of the Doom Eternal soundtrack. Just freaking demon
And then
speak.
you're playing Doom Eternal, and it's just happy music.
Happy music. Yeah, that would be
Dude,
so fun.
I saw somebody do this to their Doom game, and it was I forgot what it's Carmo dancing and Doom,
Oh no. Media disk
and
image file. Okay.
the thing is, and when you get when it's the third person, you saw the visor like light up the different colors, but when you first got to first person, the song got louder, and it's just shooting.
Oh no. Okay, so
I love
MDF
it.
is media disk formats, and apparently I'm going to have to get Power ISO to open it. Now on to my second file format that I am confused about. Yes, we are learning on this tree. Media descriptor sidecar file. Again, gonna have to get Power ISO. Oh no. Looks like we're gonna skip over Power ISO and have to get Magic ISO, but that's paid. Looks like I'm not gonna be able to play Frogger or Need for Speed 2 anytime soon.
Oh, speaking of Need for Speed, I think I might actually have a copy of Need for Speed, but I don't think it's two. Hold on, let me check my PS3 section. D d
Okay, so
what
let's
the is it? Oh, it's Need for Speed Rivals. That's the one I have.
Rivals. I've heard of that.
In my opinion, it's not fun. It's just boring as hell.
Yeah. All right.
Choose any other game of Need for Speed, not Rivals. It's just lame.
Yeah. Okay, so move. Come on, Beam and G.
Oh,
Come,
have you heard of what is it?
hold on.
I have to go back to my game section because my game's right behind me. Hold on. What is it called?
When you have to.
Duke Nukem.
Oh,
Heard of
Duke
that?
Nukem.
There are two games I have. PS1 Time to Kill, and for PS3 Duke Nukem Forever.
I've heard of Forever. Time to Kill. I haven't heard of though. Yeah, move,
Time to
move.
kill is not bad, but if you play it, the controls are all over the place. It's just like, what am I doing? It's
This
so fucking
is.
disorienting, dude. The game is just bad. I mean, but then again, there's cheat codes you can use. I did have a cheat code book, but I think my mom threw that out for no reason. Just have to find another one. But other than that, it's really fun. There is like a skip code of what the nerd uses to go to different maps of the place,
Oh
different
yeah, yeah,
levels.
yeah.
You can also
Oh,
use.
oh,
You
I
can also.
found this amazing Duke Nukem mod for Doom, and well, in game it's called Duke, but in my files I think I've labeled it as like Duke Nukem mod or something. Hold on, I actually have it in my start menu. So Doom, Duke Nukem is doomed is what I named it in my files, but basically you're playing as Duke Nukem through Doom, like you're playing Doom as Duke Nukem.
Hmm.
So it's a pretty fun mod. Cause
When I was flipping through the pages for the Duke Nukem Time to Kill, you can do big head, small head. You can have all the weapons and stuff. It's amazing.
Big head. Why does that remind me of Lego games? Probably because that's an actual cheat you can
I don't
activate.
know. But
Like
every time I hear a big head, it reminds me of the Teen Titans of their heads getting bigger when they get pissed.
that's a typical anime in a nutshell. So
Yeah.
um, let's see, where are we with extracting beam? Because I really want to test a car that I'm well
You can be a cannon.
what I've done is downloaded one of Shiny Odd's Beam and G cars and replaced some of the
I see.
sounds and changed some of the JavaScript files a little. Um, hopefully it works. Hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully, because it looks like I'm going to have to learn how JavaScript works a little bit.
Hmm.
Wow, everything. No freaking way. No freaking way. WinRAR saw the part 1 and part 2 in the file names of the RAR files for Beam and G. And it's like, okay, I'm going to extract both of these. Oh, no way. No freaking way. I'll have to. Yes, give me my large icons. My beautiful, beautiful large icons. Um. Now, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to put the cars. Oh, so. Oh, no. Oh, no. Lua or Lua,
Hopefully.
as some people call it.
Call what now?
Lua, some people call it Lua, Lue. It's Unity engine code. It's a
Oh.
Unity engine coding format.
Speaking of gaming, video game engines, there was one, RPG Maker, I believe.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I have RPG
There,
Maker
there,
VX Ace Lite, or the free trial
there's.
version
I remember
of that
there
version
was
of
being.
RPG Maker, and I'm currently working on two different projects in that version. One that I am making using a lot of the default maps, and one that I am trying to make my own maps in and my own characters using Character Creator. Um,
What
where do
there are is RPG Maker 1 through 3, 1 being PS1, and I believe 2 was on PS1, I think, but I think it's mostly on 2, and RPG Maker 3 being on PS2.
Yeah. So, can I launch the 32-bit version of BeamNG? Cause I there's a BeamNG 32-bit version here within the files. I'm trying to figure out where do I put the cars. Where do I put the cars? Zip the clone hero, as I've called it. Where do I put the cars?
I just hit a 2000 uh, Dodge something. Stupid
Yeah.
Dodge SUV. It's ugly as hell though.
Yeah, now back to the talk of
That,
game
that that's a
game
that's the thing I
engines.
don't get. The early 2000s cars were pretty ugly for their time,
Yeah. No.
for the most part, anyway.
Back to the talk of game engines. The
Yeah,
the
uh,
game engine
there
behind the
was
original Doom wasn't producing 3D. Computers of 93 couldn't do 3D graphics.
obviously they can only do like
It's
8-bit,
basically a
16-bit, and
top-down
pixels.
2D shooter, but the 3D is faked
Huh.
that hard. Like 3D is just faked that hard. Where can I where's the content? Yes. Vehicles. Let's move the clone hero. And I'll try Beam and G no.
What happened? Did it not work?
No,
As
I
you said
haven't
that.
even tried yet. A streamer I was planning on raiding after this is now offline.
Oh, you should have rated him when he was on. It would have been pretty funny. I always see that on like YouTube. There's like a lot of Twitch stuff on there, and one of them is being a lot of raids. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, yeah. And well, and the streamer I was planning on raiding is pretty chill.
Yeah, that's the thing for most people. They're just chill for the most part,
Yeah.
except for Karen. Except for Karens, they don't know how
Oh
to
yeah.
chill.
The one species of
Can I see the
the one
manager? I want
subspecies
to
of
see the manager. Like, how about take the manager and shove it up your ass?
yeah, the one subspecies of human we can all agree we hate. I mean, they even hate each other, so
Oh, dude, I would love just to sit down in a lawn chair, whip it out, sit down, eat some food as I see or like 2 to 20 Karens fight.
oh man.
And
That would be
even
an
better, it'll be in a mall.
even better. Stream it and make the stream a pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, that would be even better. Yes.
Freaking
Dude, I have never ran into a Karen before, but I have ran into them on YouTube. It's just they're everywhere on YouTube.
yeah, it's like that's the one place they're documented the most. This is good old
Oh, that's
YouTube.
69. Like,
Early, the stream
oh,
ended a few minutes ago. Yeah.
there was a couple pictures I found in on the internet of where the Karens had like the word it said the word Karen, and it had a circle on like a so it's like crossed off. It means that they're not Karen. With the haircut like that, yeah, you are Karen.
Yeah, there's just this one haircut style that just says, "Yeah, no, there's no way."
Your
It's
name may not be your name may
it's
not be
like
Karen, but it's definitely Karen.
hold on, I've got an it's like wearing it's like wearing a fursuit and having a shirt on top of that that reads out, "I am not a furry." That's like that's the equivalent of what you just described. That's an equivalent to what you just described. freaking yeah, no. You're basically screaming you're this even though you're wearing a shirt that says you're not.
Yeah, it's just like streaming. I'm not a furry, but secretly you have like a furry tail attached to your belt loop.
That does
He's
sound
like,
like a
come on,
me
bro. We,
thing
we,
to
we all
do.
know you're lying. You can only see the tail. Stop it. I have two of them. I have a coyote and an Arctic fox. Stop it.
Yeah,
Like
that's
no joke. When I bought mine, I had to literally wear them around my necklace because my parents and my cousin wouldn't let me wear it on my belt loop.
that must have been so awkward.
Dude, I would have been fine wearing it on my belt loop. It's just that there would be people ripping it off because that's how I found out back in school. Before all the pandemic happened, it was like a year or something ago. There was this kid that would always rip off my tail, and I would always have to like fix it. It was my favorite one. It was the fox because foxes are my favorite animal. You just
Yeah,
constantly ripped off the tail.
man.
I mean, they are
Did
like
they
five
ever get
dollars
in
each.
trouble for doing that though?
Dude, if I was out in a con and that happened to me, you will bet your sweet ass you're getting punched and straight in the throat.
Ooh, that brings back memories.
He's like, "Hi, furry, I got your tail whammed."
Although I wasn't
Kid
socked
passes out.
that hard.
Dude, I may look weak, but I can sure as hell hit hard. Dude,
Yeah,
now I'm on the off-road section of Forza Horizon, and now I can't get the image out of my head of a 4x4 Supra.
4x4 Super. Time to find a pirated version of automation.
And it's the rednecks as well. The rednecks like to put lip on everything. It's just like, well, find a Supra, I'm just gonna put big wheels on it. It's
Again,
just why would you? It's just why would you do that?
again,
Well, a street
time to
car.
pirate automation.
It's just like giving the rednecks like a horse and carriage. It's like, what are you gonna do with that? Put big wheels on it? Figured.
Well, no one will notice us rating the Bob Ross Weekend Marathon, so
Oh, Bob
we're not
Ross, dude.
rating that. We're
I
not
have
rating
heard
that.
so much about Bob Ross. It's like, he's very chill, like on his videos or
Oh,
something.
you will not believe. Netflix has grouped a collection of Bob Ross episodes as Chill with Bob Ross. Like, that's
Oh.
an entire uh, series all unto its own. Netflix just grouped a whole collection of
Dude, I'm
episodes.
waiting for that last episode on Bob Ross. Is that he just loses his shit? He paints go flying, paintbrushes go flying, the canvas goes flying. He was like,
The
I am
dude's
a
dead,
happy little
though.
person.
The dude's dead, though. So, F in the
Yeah,
chat for that. So,
dude, there are so many people that actually like tried doing with copying Bob Ross, and
oh
quite a
yeah,
few of
yeah,
them
yeah,
actually
yeah.
failed.
Vine says Joel has done that in Mario Paint. And he got pretty close in spite of all the limitations that you have within Mario Paint compared to like
Mm,
MS Paint.
yeah. The thing is,
But
I've
he got
never seen
pretty
that person,
close.
but there's
Like,
a person that I saw. It was Kinana or something. She and her and her friends did it in MS Paint, I believe.
oh yeah,
And
MS
I
Paint.
think one of them just photoshopped the entire thing. And so was like, "Yep, I'm done." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Couldn't do it cheap style where everyone else is just painting. Actually,
Yeah.
I
Um.
would probably do the same thing he did, just Photoshop everything because I don't feel like painting.
Speaking of Photoshop,
Like, yeah, I'm done. I don't want to do any painting. I'm done. I'm just gonna sit here and order some food.
speaking of Photoshop, Vince's Joel took a screenshot of a Bob Ross episode, a certain moment where he paused it, and it was an episode where Bob had brought in an owl, and the owl was trying to bite off his nose.
Wait, he brought in an owl?
I think it was an owl. I can't remember. It was some sort of aviary creature, some sort of bird. I do believe it was an owl, and the owl tried to bite off Bob's nose, but of course Bob like leaned his head back to avoid getting his
And it's like,
nose
oh,
bit
look at
off,
this little creature trying to
and
grab my
and the
nose.
expression
Huh.
on his face was so perfect. Vincestral screen captured that and turned it into one of his Twitch channel emotes. I once
There's
spent
actually a
channel points to
YouTuber.
unlock that, and it was a fun 24 hours having that.
There's a YouTuber that I know also has a bird. Jontron has like a
Oh
bird.
yeah, yeah,
Actually,
JonTron.
his bird bit his nose at one point, and he had one of his makeup stylists to try to cover it up.
Oh,
Like
speaking of,
just the feeling of like a bird's beak biting you.
well, I haven't had birds bite me, but I have had pigeons on my arms eating duck food out of my hands.
Mhm.
And
That's why I'm
and
not
that
a
is
bird
actually
person.
a fun experience just to feel them pecking duck food
Uh,
out of your hands.
oh, I never had that happen before. I did just see ducks. I'm like, oh, cool, a duck, and walk by,
Like it's not ducks, it's
or like
pigeons.
pigeons
Like
or
I
something.
actually got pigeons to
Like
eat
ducks or
duck
pigeons.
food out of my
Oh, yeah,
hands.
yeah, yeah. Ducks and pigeons have like different beaks. Like
Yeah,
pigeons have like those like claw type beaks, and ducks have like plank type beak.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take another video of my Supra because it's just so banged up at this point. Where's my phone?
Yeah.
Oh, it's right here. I'm just dumb.
When Apple actually wants to pull up the share Wi-Fi password button, but then you click home because you were trying to go to settings to turn on AirDrop.
Mm.
And now it's
There was a picture I found on YouTube of where it's Wi-Fi connected me and fucking act like it.
uh
It's so accurate too because I had a computer.
yes,
It was
share
like an old
password.
beat up lap. It was like an old beat up laptop that would always disconnect and connect to the Wi-Fi for no reason.
Yeah.
It was that old ThinkPad or something.
Yeah, ThinkPads. I've heard some awful things about Lenovo ThinkPads. Like, I haven't had a bad experience. Like, the only time I've used a ThinkPad was one of the school network connected ones at my school, and it wasn't a bad experience. It was just your typical Windows 7 experience. But I have heard some pretty bad things about the ThinkPad lineup.
I mean, I've only had one. It's like that, like really big one or something. I don't know because I don't know any other model. But the thing is, it actually broke on me like I think a year ago.
Let's see.
So that was fun. All
Yeah.
I did was hit the keyboard so hard that it probably just broke because it was glitchy as hell, and I was just like, damn it! And I literally hit the keyboard so hard that a piece of plastic kind of popped up from the keyboard.
Yeah.
I popped it back down, and it's just never been the same. ThinkPads are trash, in my opinion. Don't get those. Get the gaming ones or something that's actually better than a ThinkPad, like Apple. It's actually better.
Oh, speaking of Macs, the Apple MacBooks and stuff, don't get the MacBooks. Like, in fact, don't get any Macintosh computers because Apple dropped their deal with Intel. I think and this is just speculation. Apple's silicone that is something they are developing, so that that's not speculation, but the speculation part is that they dropped their deal with Intel. So don't get any Macintosh computers until further notice because and again, this is speculation. If they have dropped their deal with Intel, the Intel processors, the Macs with the Intel processors inside of them, are going to lose all total support, and Macintosh will no longer function on those. So
Oh,
Go Windows and Linux for
yeah.
being universal with what hardware it can be installed on.
Or what you could do is go back in time to like the when portable computers were the thing with the floppy disk built
Oh
in.
my gravy,
J-
floppies. I've
Yeah.
never
Just
used
go get
them,
one of those.
but I remember using an old Toshiba laptop running Windows XP with a
I've actually heard of a
floppy disk
Toshiba or
drive on it.
something. I've never seen any products of Toshiba. I've only heard the brand. That's about it.
Toshiba mostly does printers
I've heard
now,
some.
so
Oh,
yeah, they're mostly printers now.
printers suck. I don't need a printer. I found two of them that it rained on, and I don't want them. Dude, as soon as I picked them up, water came out. I'm like, oh god.
Oh no!
And here's the thing. This is in Arizona, right? There's
Right.
also a computer monitor for my computer, Gateway. I literally
Uh-huh.
gave my parents my flat screen monitor, and it's just a big tube monitor. As soon as I picked that up, water came out of that too. I'm like, damn, this is not gonna
Uh,
work either. But I'm
oh
still taking the
no!
monitor. Okay, see, she can keep the printers. I'm taking the monitor.
But it got
I don't care
waterlogged.
if it,
It got waterlogged.
I don't, I don't, I don't care. It will be fixed either by me or somebody else. I will have it working.
No.
That or
uh,
I just use it as a stool. It's either gonna be working or I use it as a stool. It's gonna be either one of
well,
those
one
two.
thing I can recommend is getting like 80-90% isopropyl alcohol, like rubbing alcohol, and just drench it
You
in
want me to
that and
take that
see if
entire
that
bottle
fixes.
and yeah, I was gonna say, do you want me to just dump the entire bottle on the thing?
Yeah, yeah, and then just let it dry naturally. See if that helps, because isopropyl alcohol does wonders with electronics. Like that's
Hmm.
literally how you can clean out the old Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advance
I was
cartridge
gonna go to
contacts.
if I did get the monitor, I was gonna go to Radio Shack or something, but the one in a miles radius shut down or something. Got replaced with karaoke.
All Radio Shacks are down, dude. Like Radio Shack as a franchise no longer exists.
It doesn't,
Yeah, they they
dude.
closed
When I
or
was
they
younger, I only found one in the miles radius, and I went into it once as a kid. Never seen anything from it ever again, and that's
same.
why, because they're dead. Like Radio Shack, dude. There's this old guy that gave me a bunch of his old diecast cars, right?
Yeah.
One of his cars was actually a radio, and underneath it, if you flip it over, it says Radio Shack, an old school font of Radio Shack. That font is no longer used.
The
And
OG Radio Shack font.
yeah,
Oh my! The only faint memory of Radio Shack that I still have access to, an HDMI cable with the words Radio Shack printed
wow,
in IBS font,
let's
printed out
see.
in MS DOS command prompt font.
Like, how did Radio Shack, like, as a franchise, die out?
Yeah, that's. Hold on. Let's pester Google about that. Because now I'm
If I had,
curious. Why did
if I had like a Google Docs, I could say, okay,
Radio
Google,
Shack
but I don't have that. I'm too poor for
die?
that.
5 reasons why radio. Oh, we found something. We found something.
What did you find?
5 reasons why Radio Shack went out of business. 1. High store concentration. Um, no. That would be a reason that they would stay in business. It's the high store
Yeah,
concentration. online
I mean,
competition.
who does not love Radio Shack? Like, come on,
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
loves Radio Shack.
Now here's a reason that I
Even though I was
actually
a little
do.
child and I don't remember, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Here's one reason that I actually do see forcing Radio Shack out of business is the online competition.
Oh yeah,
Pro-
that's what's actually happening with GameStop, but they seem to be doing pretty well
yeah,
in my
GameStop still
area.
exists. One thing
Yeah.
GameStop has done to stay in business, though, is stop being just exclusively for games and branching out to being a store for all types of fandoms to just swarm in and buy from.
Like, dude, the one in a mileage radius next to a Walmart, Nick, for me is when I was younger, they used to have like much older games like the DS, 3DS, like the Wii
Oh,
U and Wii and 360 and
oh my
PS3 and stuff.
gravy!
Like
Like,
the thing is, they had a little like shelves like on the wall for like so they can display the loose copies of the
oh yeah,
DS
yeah,
games.
yeah, yeah. There's
The one of them I remember very well. I got a Speed Racer for the DS or something.
oh, even though I'm not at my home and that I'm out of town, the city that I am in does have a GameStop relatively medium sized, and it's next to a Walmart. Uh, well, not right next to, but within relative distance. Like you can just walk in from Walmart to the game shop, get GameStop, and they actually still have those shelves for the loose pre-owned copies of DS cartridges. They actually still have those.
Yeah, dude. For me,
And
they actually remodeled it. I think like twice. They remodeled it.
oh,
So now
and
they don't have any. All they have is 360. I mean, that's all they have is Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PS4, and very little Wii and Wii U stuff.
oh no,
No 360, no PS3, nothing. And
oh
I'm
no.
sad.
One the last game that I remember buying from that GameStop from their uh, loose pre-owned DS cartridge shelves, Tomodachi Life for Nintendo 3DS. In which I've stopped playing
I
because after a while you discover everything that you can do. Like it doesn't take you that long to discover everything you can do in Tomodachi Life, and
Tamagotchi
I've
Life.
just sort of stopped caring.
I think I actually have heard of that game, but I don't think I've seen anything of it. There goes my controller.
Uh,
But Tamagotchi Life, I've actually heard of,
yeah,
but never
and
actually seen anything of
Tomodachi
it.
is actually Japanese for friend, which, if you translate that to English, says friend life, which is a pretty self-explanatory title and pretty straightforward one at that. Uh, you're on
Hmm.
an island with your friends. That's basically
It
supposed to be the
reminds me
premise,
of Animal Crossing New Horizons.
but people have put Shaquille O'Neal, freaking. They've put Shaquille O'Neal, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, John Cena, you
They
name
put
any
people.
person, fictional
Uh,
and non-fictional, they're probably.
for
Th-
Tamagotchi Life, when I hear that, I immediately think of like Japanese weird things, like animals and like other Nintendo things or something like that. Not actual people like Dwayne Johnson, John Cena. Like what?
yeah. Now back to why Radio Shack died out. Reason number three: product concentration. Again, that's a reason that confuses me because high product concentration should be a reason that you stay in business because you have some stuff in the warehouse that you can sell off to avoid bankruptcy if need be. Like, like how some of these just confuse me. Management problems, okay, and then financial missteps. Those are the five reasons why Radio Shack died. R.I.P. Radio Shack. Can we get some F's in the chat for Radio Shack?
Dude, I found a picture of like Radio Shack in like a mall. I can tell that it's a mall because of the blue tile behind the Radio Shack logo. And inside the store, I see store closing. Entire store 50 to 80% off. And there's very
Oh,
little stuff in there, and I'm sad because this is actually a really good
50 to
place to go.
80% off. That describes the QuakeCon sale that happened during
Like Radio Shack shouldn't
QuakeCon
have
not too
like
long ago.
left. They shouldn't be like, oh, if they're gonna shut down all the businesses, the stores, leave the online stuff open.
Yeah, stop being physical and switch to online. But as I read, one of the reasons was management problems and financial missteps. So maybe they've tried to switch to online, but because of financial missteps
Okay.
and management
I
problems,
found. I'm gonna stop right there for a
I
second.
can
I
only
found two
imagine.
stores with the original font Radio Shack. Like, there's. It's actually unreal because I've always seen the original, like the newer ones, but never the
Yeah,
original ones.
as have I. So,
Okay, here's one. Radio Shack
ra-
Computer Center. Don't think I've ever seen that
oh
one.
my gravy, that is. Yeah, that
Dude,
is
somebody. Yeah, the
original
picture looks
Radio
like it's
Shack.
in the 90s, but I've never seen a Radio Shack Computer Center before, actually. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, and oh my.
Dude, Radio Shack should stay in
Oh.
business.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any. Wait, what if there's employees watching the stream of Radio Shack? I'm like, hey, I used to work there. I. That'd be amazing if there's Radio Shack employees watching the stream.
Yeah. And we're just like talking some good stuff. Oh man. Like I found some 90s looking logos here.
Dude, Radio Shack used to sell uh, a TRS 80 monitor. That's like an old school screen with two floppies
Oh,
and a thing at the bottom. I want one now. I don't know why.
oh gravy. Yeah.
I want a floppy disk because I actually have like a floppy disk. I don't have a floppy what is it? Floppy
Drive.
yeah, floppy drive. It's not one of those floppy. It's one of those like more modern plastic ones. Not the actual floppy ones.
Yeah.
Let's, wait, could you just buy a Radio Shack sign in your just for your room? Wait, hold on a moment. I'm gonna look for that.
Oh yeah. I remember dropping in during a Vine's Joel stream, and all he was doing was playing Diablo 2, like the OG Diablo 2, not like some sort of ROM hack. And he was talking
Hold
about
on,
it
no.
too as he was playing. He was like in a dungeon, and then he brings up that there's like a some sort of RNG system for the names of the skeletons that you bring back to life.
Mm, well, okay. The reason why I was laughing is because I found a neon sign with the middle finger
Oh
for
my gravy.
$157.03.
$7 and how
No,
much?
no, I said $157.
157
Yeah,
for
for that middle
well,
finger
I mean,
sign.
it kind of makes sense. It's neon,
Yeah, but the thing
which
is,
is
yeah,
a bit of
ooh, dollar sign. God damn it! It's 420 somewhere. $157.
yeah.
Well, there's PlayStation for $121 over on Etsy.
Someone's selling a PlayStation on Etsy. Etsy shouldn't
Oh
allow
no,
just.
it doesn't say PlayStation. It just had this PlayStation controller emblems.
Oh,
It's really cool. But there's also a 360 neon sign I found on eBay. There's a lot of neon stuff you can find on eBay. It's pretty neat. There's a
yeah.
Playboy neon sign
Ooh.
for $77.99. Not bad.
77.99. Oh,
Dude,
they
what
missed a
I
mark.
want,
They missed a mark. They
dude,
missed
what
a
I want,
mark on that price.
what I want is like like live on air sign for my room.
Oh, so do I. So do I. That would be
Yeah, well,
so.
because you're the one doing the streams and stuff, you could really use one like
Yeah.
on air and stuff, so you can actually place it outside your door and whenever you're streaming, so
Just
people can just leave you alone, but they
yeah.
probably won't.
Speaking of, I actually have because I actually used to enjoy watching Stampy Cat. Stampy's
Stampy!
yeah.
Oh yes,
Oh my
Stampy.
goodness. I actually have
Stampy,
Stampy's
if you're
book.
watching this, hi.
I actually have
Dude,
Stampy's.
the thing is for Stampy, it's just his voice is so unique. So I've never heard anything of that. But he's a really good Minecrafter. I will say that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the man
That's
got
true.
himself in a video game. Like, come on.
Yeah. Speaking of, I actually have Stampy's book, like an actual copy of Stampy's book, and in there there's
What, he
a
made a
live.
book?
Yeah, yeah, it's an activity book, but it's a book nonetheless.
What the fuck?
And
This man's in a game and now he's making a book.
in the book there's a live on air sign that you can cut out and staple to your door. But obviously, I don't want to ruin the book, so I'm going to scan it
If
and make
you
a
have two
photocopy.
copies of the book, you can cut one out and just use that as scraps.
Well, I only have one copy though, so scan
Yeah.
the page, photocopy it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for something real quick.
No one that I watch is online, so we may not raid anyone because no one that I watch is online.
When did?
Literally, no one that I follow on
Okay.
Twitch is online. Um,
Sorry. Okay, Radio Shack. 1921, Boston, Miami or something.
yeah.
Wow, they've been around for a long time. It's just sad to see them go in the early 2000s or something.
Yeah, no.
Where did they
One thing I've
stop?
seen a
Okay.
lot of
Dude, they shut
streamers.
down in February 2015.
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago. So they've been shut down for years now.
Yeah, 15, 16, 17, 18. For the past 4 years, they've been shut down.
Oh my gravy. Now as I was saying, one thing that I've seen
187 stores in
100.
the latest bankruptcy filing.
Oh my.
Jesus. This reminds me of that Blockbuster store that shut down in the miles radius of me as well.
Oh,
But only one survives and it's in another state that's not here.
yeah. Now, as I was
Dude,
saying,
I swear, I'm waiting for that article to say one only one Radio Shack remains. That'd be amazing, but I don't think that's ever happening.
nah. Radio Shack is, and I'm trying to make a good comparison here. Let me think for a minute. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. It's now I have Radio Shack is that
I
one video game character
um
that refuses to die and just keeps coming back each new game in the installment, each new installment in that series. Some fine
uh,
examples are Chaos from Skylanders and Risky Boots from
Moxie.
the Half Genie series.
Moxie.
Yes.
Radio Shack has a website.
Oh my gravy.
I am looking through it. They have a wired cassette with the headphone jack. They have an RC car, some
Oh my
t-shirts,
gravy, they
computer
do.
accessories, camera accessories, power supply, home line phones, phone chargers, everything. They have like AV cables to HDMI. Hell yes, but I don't want that. Soldering! Yes! Soldering tools! I actually need one. Just in case I need something to fix it. Because I have consoles and they're very old.
Yeah. Okay,
Like the,
so
like,
so
like the
one
oldest one I
one
have is
I guess one thing uh I am looking for is it's one of those capture boxes, I guess, because cause I kind of want to stream playing some Smash Bros.
dude, if it was me, I would be streaming just smashing my Supra as a ragdoll for
Yeah.
some reason.
Yeah,
I
hold
mean,
on.
it's sad. Like I recorded like 2 videos of this on my phone, and it's just sad looking at it. It's so depressed.
Yeah, hold on. Capture card. Let's see if that bring.
Like the car just wants to be
Nope.
put out of its misery. Oh hey, look, another Supra. As
Capture.
I'm driving on the freeway, there's another one right behind me.
Oh yes, video
But of
capture
course, his is
device. This is nice. This is. I think this is what I'm looking for. I don't know. It's a. I. Oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that's what I'm looking for. One in plugs into the computer as video output, so you can capture it on the computer, and the other is HDMI. So it's a USB stick that feeds video input into the computer. I think that might be what I'm looking for. That I think that might be what I'm looking for. Though I
Oh yeah, I speaking of AV, this is something I want to do for a while, and it's find a car that has AV cable support, and just plug in video game consoles into them.
I actually have freaking suburban with a TV that just comes down and it's got a and in the back AV AV input in the back of that TV in a
No,
freaking
see, my cousin
suburban.
has an SUV. It has AV cable support in the bottom of the center console, the back of it, and I would put the 360 like any
Oh,
console that
I
has AV
remember
cables.
freaking Dodge Caravan of hold on. I know it's Dodge Caravan. That's the brand and hold on. When you know nothing but you remember
Always
it's a
that always
Caravan.
happens.
Yeah, Dodge Caravan.
Oh, it's like a station wagon.
Two two
Oh, so you, I guess you could buy AV
I think it's
outputs
2007 Dodge
independently.
Caravan that you're looking for. I think it's the
I mean,
2007 Dodge Caravan that you're looking for.
you could just buy the ports and then just wire them into your car, but I think that's a bit too much work for me.
Well,
I
A,
think I just
that would take forever to do on your own, and B, if you paid a
it would be
professional, it would cost a
quite a bit of
lot
money. Yeah.
because they have to work around the car's security system to get it hooked in.
Yeah, and that's why I'd rather just find the car and buy it myself
Yeah,
simply.
2007 Dodge Caravan, I think, is what you're looking for.
It's just like, why did they stop putting AV cable support? You should be, if you're going to put that in the car, put a HDMI support in a car then.
Yeah, if you're taking out the AV, at least put in HDMI so I can
Yeah, like,
enjoy my
so I could
good
play the Xbox or
conscience.
PS4 or this Nintendo Switch, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be just hilarious. You just roll up to your friend's house with a Nintendo Switch plugged in. Like, yo, you want to play some Animal Crossing or some Smash Bros? Dude, that's actually a video on YouTube. It doesn't have a it's a 4-door sedan. The TV is the center console and the dash, and they have the 360 plugged into it. They roll up to their friend's house. He comes outside, goes in the car, and they go, "Do you want to play some zombies?"
Speaking of, there's actually
They literally hand him the controller, and I just laugh like, "Yes, I would so be there to play zombies, dude."
a auto body shop that if you pay them will put a freaking Xbox and TV into whatever vehicle you choose. West Coast
Dude,
Customs. I'm not sure if you've heard of them, but West Coast Customs is
dude,
the name.
I was gonna say there's an old TV show on MTV, Pimp My Ride.
Oh
One dude
my
got
gravy! That
3 OG
fun
Xboxes
fun
put in the
fact.
back
Fun
seat.
fact. Uh, the people behind Pimp My Ride are the same people behind West Coast Customs.
I see.
Like they
Like,
moved
dude,
on from Pimp My
I would
Ride to West
love
Coast
to
Customs.
just go back and yeah, I would love to go back in time and just have my car pimped out like that, just to
If
have
you
like a PS3 and Xbox
if you pay
360 installed.
if you pay West Coast Customs and ask them to do a Pimp My Ride style vehicle, I'm pretty sure they'll do it if you pay them. Like, sure, it's going to be expensive Because I've looked and it is expensive to get your ride tricked out by them. But if you pay if you pay them, they will do pimp my ride style. If you ask, I'm I'm
dude.
more than positive.
Dude, I just want to see somebody go to West Coast Customs in a 1967 Volkswagen Beetle and say, "Yeah, I want to get this pimped out." And it's like, how do you pimp out a Beetle?
I would love to see the look on Ryan
On the West
Friedlinghouse,
Coast
the
employees, it's just like, what do I do with this Beetle? Um,
Ishmael, freaking. And yes, I've seen the West Coast Customs show, so I know the names of some of the employees. Like Ishmael, he's the dude that does the seats, the upholstery. So,
I see.
and
I
then
mean, I,
there's,
I never,
and
I
I
never
can't remember
watched
if
it.
he's the CEO or not, but he owns West Coast Customs. It's Ryan Friedlinghouse, and he's the main guy
Mm.
behind everything. So yeah, I think it is CEO. Um, yeah, I would just love to
Huh.
just roll up in an old 1980s Beetle and just be like,
Oh,
"Hey,
I remember. Oh my God, I just forgot. There was a British version of Pimp My Ride after the American one
oh
stopped being aired. The British one continued still airing, and one British guy had an American Beetle. Got that one pimped out because he likes music and stuff. The DJ stuff was put in the trunk, which is in the front.
oh
I can't believe I just completely forgot about that. Thank God I didn't, because you can't miss anything on the internet. It's everything's on the internet. It's how I know a couple things.
yeah."
Like I never watched the show itself, but I did see a lot of the stuff that was done there. Like one YouTuber, I forgot what his name is, but he got the Pit My Ride Dodge Caravan
Oh yeah, that video popped
minivan.
up in my recommendations one time.
Yeah, and he did like a three-part series for that van, and it was amazing. I will say.
Yeah, but it'd be fun to roll up to West Coast Customs, 1980s
It's like,
Volkswagen Beetle, and just be like, "Hey, can you do a Pimp My Ride style for this Beetle?" And just
now in
see,
America, I don't think I've seen that before, but in London, I have,
yeah, and just see the expression on
and
Ryan's
everyone's
face.
face
That
in
would be
there.
so fun just to roll up and be like, "Yeah, here's the cash it's gonna take for you to do this. Do a Pimp My Ride style on this Beetle." And just look, just the expression. uh,
Oh, dude, I just realized, what if somebody rode in a hentai wrapped car to
oh
West
no!
Coast Customs?
Ooh, that would
Everyone would
ruin
just
them
be. I'm
though.
pretty sure everyone in the room would just leave. They'd just be just like, nope, I'm done. I'm just gonna go back to my
That would
office.
ruin them though, because a lot of what they do does get filmed and aired on TV. So,
Yeah.
that one person would probably have some sort
So,
of
so I think
personal
I think I think what
vendetta
they would have to do
though.
is blur out the entire car. They would have to blur the entire thing on national TV, and everyone's like, "What kind of car is that?" And like, "Oh, that's what kind of car it was."
And
Why
then
was it blurred? If you watch the unblurred version, you would understand. It's just, oh my god.
the only people who would understand would be the anime
Yeah,
the
the anime and hentai
weebs.
people.
The weebs would be like, "Oh,
I know what
nice.
car that is. Yeah.
I understand
uh,
which rap that is."
yeah. For the thing is, for the 360, it's there. Nothing has to be on like online. You can just do whatever. It's
Yeah, that's
Xbox Live. That's the thing. It's like I want to put a wrap on it, but you have to be connected to Xbox Live or something. And that's what really
yeah.
sucks.
That is actually one of the pros of the 360 is no internet connection required. You could just pop in a disc. Boom, you're in the game, you're playing.
Except if you don't have the right disc. And what I mean by that is there's disc one, disc two, and so on.
But
It's
that
just
was
like why?
way back in the day.
I actually have like a, maybe two of those, and they suck because it doesn't work very well. So I never touch them ever again. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm still running the stock bumper. Ah, fuck, there's so many front bumpers to choose from. I don't know which one to choose. There's like three of them I want to go for, but I don't know.
Oh no!
Oh fuck, I go for this
Back
one.
here, left Joy-Con.
Also, for the base color of this car, it's white. I'd never go for white, but I'm sticking with the white because one of my friends have a white Supra.
Huh. I think
So I'm
Shiny's
like, you know what?
Supra
I'm
is
gonna
also
say
white.
I'm just gonna give him a tribute. Hmm. Um, God, what the fuck is? He owns like quite a few different cars. He owns one of the cars he owns is like a purple Charger. With it's not hard to miss to tell if it's my friend or not, or with a guy that I know. It's the guy that has a big ass duck hood ornament bolted to the hood of the car
Yeah, hold on.
on like a Charger as well. Like the duck hood ornament is just mounted to the hood. Well, I guess I'll just be sitting here. Today on Bob Ross, we'll be driving a Toyota Supra. Well, that was short-lived. Lost my upgrades.
I'm back. I'm back.
I crashed my car immediately as soon as I having technical difficulties. That's never good. Holy, oh, edible phone.
Okay, I'm back, and I really should have a be right back uh, view for the stream. I'll set that up
Oh,
for the
hello, welcome back.
stream after the yeah.
I
The
was just
annoyance of
saying
people
that
who
as soon
haven't
as I
heard
pulled out
of
of the garage, I
following
crashed.
schedules. The
Okay, now
annoyance
I'm
of
gonna upgrade my Aston Martin DB5. For those of
ooh
you car people that know what that is, good
DB5.
for you. For those of you that don't know what it is, it's a spy car from the old James Bond movies.
No, I'm pretty sure James Bond drove the DB7.
Wait, what the fuck does DB7? Hold on, there's so many DBs, I don't remember what the hell is what. Hold on, let me look that up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure 007 drove
Because I could have
a
swore it was a
DB7.
DB5. Wait, oh damn it! I went to the upgrades. God, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. Change car.
007 Aston Martin.
Austin Martin DB7.
No, you're right. It is the
Okay,
DB5.
what you're thinking of is the much newer one, when they ditched the DB5. I'm talking about the really old school
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It
James Bond
was the.
films.
It
They
was.
used the DB5.
Hold on.
Oh, if if you want me to make them stop, I'll go to their house and punch them in the throat. It always works. It's very lethal.
Sorry for the loss of context there to anyone who's viewing, but there are people yelling at where I am set up, so I had to mute my mic because OBS picks up a lot more than Discord does, and I really, really wish I could just use Discord for that. You know, that's not a it's not a half bad idea, but you know, you know.
Oh
Oh, the
no,
yelling's coming back.
I'm out of money. Just punch him in the throat. It'll make it work or something. So, I am though. That's the thing. I play too much stuff and I watch too many things. Okay, it's why I am today. Also, I'm out of money, so I can't buy a clutch. At least I'm in the B class, and if the hold on, let me go to my. Well, I get everything upgraded for the engine bay, the performance and handling. It's just a drivetrain I didn't get to upgrade yet. So that means this thing should be faster. It's out of C to B. So let's see how much faster it really is. Because this is supposed to be a fast spy car, so. Oh wait, I remember there was a die-cast model that you can get, and you have to assemble it yourself. But it has like this spy gadgets,
Die.
like the bumper grapple hooks, the inner
Ooh,
wheel spikes, the
a
rear
diecast?
windshield bullet.
Diecast?
Huh?
I'm questioning the
Yeah, yeah,
diecast
yeah. It's a
part.
die-cast. Yeah, it's a die-cast thing. I found it on the internet or something. But it also has the bulletproof shield that pops up in the back windshield. Oil
Hold on,
slicks,
hold
sub
on.
machine guns, and the blinkers. I forgot the name of the website, but yeah. Oh yeah, also the lights work when you the interior lights work as well. Yeah, but there's also another two diecast models I've seen on that website. There was a R35 and DeLorean, I believe. Welcome back to
Okay, I
Bob
am
Ross.
back. I am back.
Okay,
To
hi,
the
welcome.
annoyance of people who don't look at your Twitch schedule.
I have a
Like I
schedule,
even set
people,
the
for a reason.
yeah,
Okay, just
I
follow the
set up the
schedule.
schedule for a reason. Why you no look?
It's like you post it on the fridge and they're like, "What's this piece of paper?"
Looks like trash.
Dude, whenever I have like a code for a video game or something like that laying on my desk, my mom looks at it and like, oh, it's trash. No, it is not. It is there for a damn good reason.
Yeah, kind of the same with really important pieces. Like I will just clutter them wherever, and it's like this pile is important,
Yeah,
so
and
I don't
for
want you to touch it. And then
yeah,
I forget that it's important, but I still slightly remember that it's important, and then eventually it gets moved, and then
Yeah.
hold on.
Welcome back to Bob Ross. Drives an Aston Martin DB5. I am bleeding from the lip, but that is fine. I am still going to be driving the DB5. It is much quicker, and it spits flames out of the exhaust.
I am back, but as I was explaining, I ha I will I just clutter slash hoard important pieces of
Dude, I
paper
use...
in certain piles, and then
Yeah,
eventually someone comes in and moves those piles, and it's like I can't find the specific paper that I was looking for,
yeah. So that's
and
why I have to like shove
well,
everything on my
hold
desk and just shove it into my backpack.
same, but
Welcome back to Bob Ross drives DB5 in reverse. 43 miles an hour in reverse. Could be faster. Am I still bleeding? Hold on. Slightly still bleeding, but that's okay.
I am back.
Hello? Every time you leave, I'm just like, welcome back to Bob Ross, driving Aston Martin DB5.
Yes, but the annoyance of people who don't understand running a
Shoot him!
podcast.
Shoot him in the face, hard.
I don't have guns.
Neither do I, but I have knife. It works perfectly
Hold
fine.
hold on, hold on.
What the fuck kind of car was that? The fuck are you? Fucking Nissan, what the hell is this? Oh, he's gone. Okay. What the hell? What is this car? It's ugly as fuck. Nissan, why did you make this car? It's ugly as hell. Anyway, welcome back to Bob Ross. Drive DB5. Get out of the way, PT Cruiser. Okay, now I'm just smashing things for no reason. I'm bored.
I'm back. I am back. I'm back. Uh,
Welcome back.
I am
Oh,
surrounded by
what?
people who don't
Ah.
understand that Ethernet prevents hiccups that Wi-Fi can cause to a stream. Like, I can't remember. Oh yeah, I can remember. It was my second Clone Hero stream. Like, it just jumped from one segment where I was playing Spyro all the way to the segment where I was playing Doom. Oh, great, I have to mute again.
Okay. He's gone again. All right. The dude just likes to leave. Oh, I hit a wall. Oh, I'm on the bridge. It would be pretty damn sweet if I actually had the spy upgrades for this. Wait, can you get a DB5 and Car Mechanic Simulator? That'd be pretty damn sweet. I mean, you can get the DeLorean and make it to the Back to the Future. That'd be pretty sweet if you get the DB5. Oh,
I am back, but I swear people who don't understand that podcasts are supposed to be professionally done.
I see you're back. Hi.
Which means going to have to be extremely unprofessional about cutting it short. I swear. I swear. And there's no one to raid. No one to raid except the Bob Ross Weekend Marathon. No one that I follow is online. We can't raid
Then
anyone.
find somebody that's just live and rate them.
We're not going to be raiding this episode because the only people who are online are like the partners and the Bob Ross Weekend Marathon. The Twitch partners and the I don't want to raid anyone of that caliber, so
I see.
we're not raiding this episode. Yeah,
Okay.
this is the end of the stream.
I don't know what to play anymore. I'm just sitting on